Welcome to Never Vegan. I'm Josh. I play guitar loud and I eat meat. Today we discuss why am I here? I'm here because I know eating meat is the best diet for humans, and that currently is in danger. It's under threat, and we're going to talk about that a lot more in depth in future videos. I'm not a political guy. This channel is not political. I'm generally very live and let live. And if I was being allowed to live the way I wanted to, things would be fine. But guess what? Anyone who pays attention, you see in the news, red meat, animal products in general are being treated, and for those of us old enough to remember, being treated like tobacco was in the, I think, early 90s. Remember, they sat in front of Congress and said it's not addictive and all that stuff. Next thing you know, tobacco is rightly, being treated like a poisonous substance and outlawed and super overregulated and made more expensive, things like that, which is, I guess, okay because that is a harmful substance. Even in the case of tobacco, though, I'm very live and let live. If you want to do that to yourself, fine. We can have plenty of people speaking out against it or for it, but you should be able to purchase it if you like. I believe in letting the free market handle these kind of things. But now I see animal products and red meat are being attacked in a very, very similar way as tobacco was back then. And that is just, sorry, fuck that, wrong. That's not the way red meat should be treated. Not only is red meat not poisonous or bad for you like tobacco, it's optimal. I believe meat is the optimal diet for human consumption. And I think we need more voices out there defending meat. What are my qualifications? None, right? I'm just a dude. I'm a 48-year-old dude who's been through, a lot of ups and downs, weight loss related, and eventually led myself to the carnivore diet. We'll go into that in a lot further detail in future videos, how I got here. And I realized that eating red meat and animal products in general is the optimal diet for humans. It's the optimal diet for me, and I don't want that right infringed upon. Fuck that. I don't want it infringed upon. So there's lots of very scientific pro-carnivore, pro-red meat people in the YouTube space and in the podcasting space. Sean Baker, Paul Saladino, the Carnivore Cast, Jordan and Michaela Peterson, amongst many others. I'm just here as a cheerleader, another voice, a pro-meat voice to defend against vegan propaganda. Reminds me a lot of the Tea Party and Antifa. Okay, now remember I said this, we're not a political channel. I'm not going to be a political person necessarily, but there's some parallels here between the Tea Party and Antifa. Tea Party was a right-wing political party that basically wanted the government to just stay out of everything, leave us alone, and but it took a lot for them to mobilize and get out there and have rallies and things. That's just things that right-wing, freedom-loving people typically just don't do. You just want to be left alone to do your thing. You want the government to stay out of your business as much as possible. Okay, now let's look at like Occupy Wall Street, Antifa. Remember Occupy Wall Street? A bunch of dirty hippies hanging out in a few square blocks of New York City. How long did that last? Like a freaking year? I mean, they know how to mobilize. They know how to rally. Look at when right-wing speakers try to speak at college campuses. Look what happens. Antifa comes out of the woodwork, wreaks havoc, raises hell, freaking burns the college just about to the ground, right? That's a little comparison between kind of right-wing Tea Party types and Antifa left-wing protesting types. So really, people that believe just kind of in freedom and not wanting their rights infringed upon they just want to be left alone. For them to come out of the woodwork and start speaking, you know that you're really being infringed upon. So when I see red meat and animal products being treated like tobacco and demonized, I feel the need to speak up and join the chorus of pro red meat defenders. And you see how just looking through your Netflix profile, Game Changers, What the Health, Forks Over Knives, the list goes on. There's tons of vegan propaganda movies. I remember watching Forks Over Knives, and this is before I was even really low carb, and definitely not carnivore. And I remember thinking, wow, maybe I should start eating that way. You start to fall victim to the propaganda, and I think that that's happening. Look at the Impossible Whopper, Beyond Meat, all these things happening with fast food. The Impossible Whopper, I mean, you're literally taking the only part of the Whopper that's good for you, which is the red meat, and you're getting rid of that and replacing it with, as Sean Baker calls, pet food, human pet food slop. So, and people are thinking, wow, I really like Whoppers, but I should probably try the Impossible Whopper because that's just going to be healthier for me and better for the environment. That's fucking hilarious. So I'm here because I believe red meat, animal products are the best diet for weight loss, mental clarity, ethical reasons, everything. I'll go into this further also, but you know, I'm 48 years old. I have literally no aches and pains, things that were all inflammation related, and all due to my crappy, sad diet, the standard American diet. When I was growing up, I used to sneeze all the time. I had watery eyes, sniffling constantly. And I finally went to a doctor probably a decade ago and said, what's going on here? I'm constantly allergic all the time and reacting to things. And he literally diagnosed me with sinusitis. He had no answer. It was just, and that literally means inflammation of the sinuses. That's what I had. Well, guess what? Since I eat primarily animal products and meat, I have none of those symptoms. They've completely gone away. Mental clarity is much, much better. I used to have low energy, just want to lay around all the time when I was eating the standard American diet. And I'll take you through the ups and downs of the things I experienced as I tried out different diets. Do I hate vegans? No, not at all. Again, I'm live and let live. You do whatever you want to your own body. I don't care. But if you're going to demonize what I see as the most nutritious source of food for humans, then I have to speak up. So I'm just here to defend against the vegan propaganda. This is uncomfortable for me. I hate public speaking. This is not fun. Having a YouTube channel is a scary thing. Speaking out on these issues, you know that pro-meat defenders get attacked by the vegan cult. They're very good at rallying, attacking people, and I expect that to happen. And that's an uncomfortable thing for me. But I feel I need to be out here as a voice defending red meat and animal products as the best diet. Also, for accountability for myself, I have massive sugar addiction, carb addiction. I love sugar and carbs in all forms. And if I have a carnivore style YouTube channel and I'm out here every day talking about how great meat is and the carnivore diet is, that is going to help keep me on track. So really, this is kind of a selfish thing too. I need to stay accountable, and I'm counting on you guys to help me with that. So expect I'm going to try to do daily videos on all these topics, defending the what I believe is the best diet for humans, and that's red meat, that's animal products. So thanks for your attention, guys. Welcome to the channel. And to help resist the cult of vegan oppression, please visit patreon.com/nevervegan.